Hello. This is another live stream. This is going to be Plague Doctor here. Let me redo that intro. It's Plague Doctor here. 21st Century Dystopia live stream right here. And let me set that right. And yeah. And today is my 2026 New Year stream, or should I say Cope Year stream, or new Cope stream. Some people might be coming on here in a little bit, but until then, probably gonna be monologuing, doing some research and stuff like that. And yeah. Yo, what's up, Whido? What's going on? Oh, shit. No copes around here. Exactly. This is a no cope zone. Yep. That's actually why the black pill is so controversial, is because hold up. Is because the black pill pretty much you can't really cope, you know? Or should I say, when you take the black pill, you don't really, you are aware you're coping. When you do cope, you're aware you're coping, which makes it kind of not as good as a cope, because a cope's not as good. A cope's like an illusion, you know? This is why people like fantasies and stuff like that, Disney, for example, you know, one of the Disney's most fancy islands on Disney World is Magic Kingdom, right? It's because it's the most coping island there, you know, filled with fantasies and fairy tales on the island. That's what the island's all about. Like that's like the most aesthetic island in Disney World, you know? So yeah, man, copes are illusions. And if you can see the illusion, it's kind of hard to really put yourself in an illusion that you can kind of see, you know? Like if it's a really hot day, right? I know you're in Texas and I've been in Florida and Georgia. It's hot as hell, right? So when it gets really hot, you'll think you'll see, like, when you're driving somewhere and it's like, let's say it's like a hill, or you look further ahead, you'll notice like, whoa, is that a lake? Like you'll think you see a lake, like, oh, that looks pretty, look like a lake. And you drive up, you get close, you realize, damn, that's not a lake. It was nothing. You know what I'm saying? I guess I must have been sick. You just saw a heat wave, right? That's how science would explain it. But you know, being blackpilled, being BP'd is like you seeing that the next time and being like, that's a heat wave. That's not a lick of water. You know what I'm saying? Versus, and then a coper or a blue pillar or a red pillar, you know, a red pillar. The thing with them, they'll see that. Red pillars think they can change fate, you know? Like, they'll see it, they'll know the shit's an illusion, but somehow they find a way to cope about that heat wave illusion. Like, nah, man, it has to be a lake, man. Like, maybe if I just maybe if I just stare harder, if I just improve my eyesight, I could freaking see, you know, maybe if I just improve my eyesight, you know what I'm saying? I could see, I could see the heat wave there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's just not how things go. You know what I'm saying? But that's how red pillars do it. And in a blue pillar, they'll keep falling for it. Like, ooh, that must be a lake. Oh, I didn't see it again. Ooh, that must be a lake. Oh, I didn't see it again. You know, so those are the differences in staring. So yeah, no copes around here. Exactly. You can't cope. You can't. You can't at least unknowingly cope. You can't truly enjoy a cope if you're truly BP. Like I play video games. Deep down, I know these shits aren't real. This is fake dopamine. Makes you feel good. It's a great pass. It's the number one pastime, right? Makes you feel good, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And yeah, that's it, bro. You know, nothing much else to it. But when I was a kid, I was like, yo, this is dope. You don't see it again. Also, by the way, I was in the best video game streaming, video game era as well, arguably. The 2 decades. So there's that help too. But back then you get immersed into your video game world, man. You had a blast. But now that I'm BP, man. Well, not even just me specifically being BP. Even before that, like just when you grow up with certain things, like yeah, like I'm trying to see about a game right now, right? I'm trying to see that's a cope. I'm trying to see about a game system right now, but you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say that I don't like to game anymore, but now when I game now, it's like I could just feel me wasting time. I could just feel like, damn, you not really doing shit. Whereas before, I used to fall for the okie doke. I used to fall for the illusion. The game, I used to feel like it was me. You know. So that's why that's why I'm not really connected to gaming like that, like I used to be. I still love gaming. It's just not the same where I'm just addicted because I see through the code. And this shit could go on forever. Like we could do this with TV, entertainment, woman. That's the Nagasaki right there. Dating. You know what I'm saying? Dating without any kind of intention and stuff. Like dating with the hopes that you'll just find something and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, you might as well say like that's arguably a cope right there. That shit's arguably a cope. You know, you go outside, you go meet your girl, you go match, you go hit a girl that's, she didn't reject you this time, she let you slide, or you swipe left, swipe right, and you seem to have gotten lucky, and you go on your dates only to end up finding out that you be getting ghosted, you be getting duped left and right, and things is not as sweet as they seem to be all the time. And like, this, what you had in mind, your romantic ideals isn't what it is. It's an illusion. I mean, no one's going to really stay with you forever. Nothing's forever. That's the biggest illusion in dating, is that you're going to find someone you're going to stick with forever. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's kind of over that quote, but people just kind of date to like waste each other's time and effort. And that's particularly women, really. And then men just date for hopes to get a chance at ass, but it's a cult because like you're wasting your money not even knowing if you're going to get whatever you want as a man. That's a fucking cult right there. you know politics is cult. um I could go, like I said, I could go on and on. So yeah, definitely no copes around here and stuff like that, man. Copes are illusions. uh he said I'm running game right now, mouthpiece. Yeah. He said mouthpiece. I'm running game. More funny. I'm gonna try to depend on how this stream will go. I'm gonna try to run it, and then I might rerun it and get some people on here, and then try to rerun the concept. Depends, because things are looking too bright right now. But I'm gonna wait it out a little bit, and then depending on how I'm feeling, I'm gonna decide what I'll do from there. If I'm gonna do a retry. Yeah, this is what it's like when y'all got obviously no subscribers, blah blah blah, people popping in, you're streaming and stuff like that. You know how it is. I was chilling one time and I heard people talk about that's another freaking. I mean, this is a cult. Streaming this shit is a cult. Was 0 views watching right now, at least at this point. That's a cult. But hey, what the heck? I want to get this out the way. I've been supposed to shoot this a long time ago. I've actually heard people complaining because they're like, how the freak are supposed to get up in streams if it's pretty much like, they're saying that the learning curve is math. Well, not even the learning curve. It's easy to do, but, they're saying the entry to barrier is super duper high. And they're saying pretty much like, they're saying like, how the hell are they supposed to stream and talk and like chat it up when there's no chats and no viewers? Kind of like right now, what I'm saying, with 0. The only guy I know that's really good like that and really good at that is Greg. My boy Greg, that boy Greg Chad Light Lyric, it's the only guy I know that can freaking do that I know, at least. It's very rare. What I'm saying, you kind of gotta be crazy to talk to yourself, kind of like right now, but when you have a chat and stuff like that to interact with, I mean, makes things like 1 million times easier. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue with the program. We're gonna fill things out in a sec. All right, give me a second. All right, so we're gonna get started. So look, I looked up Happy New Year's, right? So we're gonna read what's New Year's. So Happy New Year is a universal greeting expressing goodwill, hope, and renewal as one calendar year ends and another begins. So it's pretty much optimism and positivity, which is nice. Nice in theory. It's a good. You can say, it's a good thing, right? Wishing recipients joy, health, prosperity, and fresh starts for coming months. Rooted in ancient traditions of celebration and looking forward, it signifies a collective pause for reflection, forgiveness, and a collective optimism for the future, and marked by customs like resolution and fireworks. Right? That's the typical. And then the core meanings: renewal and fresh starts. A symbolic moment to leave the past behind and embrace new opportunities. Hope and optimism, expressing belief in a better year ahead. Goodwill and connection, strengthening social bonds through shared good wishes. Health and prosperity,
wishing for well-being and success in the next 12 months, right? Then we have traditions and significance. Cultural ritual and a globally recognized tradition, especially around January 1st Gregorian calendar, right?
That's like King Gregory, you know, the JBW colonized control time. No offense to the, I'm just saying what it is, history, right? King Gregory. Ancient roots evolved from ancient rituals celebrating time and new cycles. Modern customs include party countdowns, fireworks to ward off evil, singing Alu. I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, you get the idea. You get the point. So that's New Year's, right? So it's to wish good and stuff like that. And my thing is, right, in New Year's, when they say, what's your New Year's resolution? At least, especially these past 5 years, what really is fucking new in the new year? Besides, and I'm not trying to sound like that guy, but as of recently, it's just new bullshit, you know? Um, for every fucking body, especially this decade, it's no New Year's really this decade. Before this decade, sure, but even like for some individuals, like, yeah, new things happened in the year back in the day before 2020s, but you know, everyone's life was still different. That one means like it was a lot of times it's the same shit for most people's lives. They say New Year's as if you're just gonna magically, each year is magically gonna transform, you know, and magically get up and be productive. And just that's not the case for most people, you know. Not saying that in bad faith, just saying that because that's what it is, good or bad. Whether people take it as good or bad, that's what it is. Most people stay doing the same shit or are stuck exactly where however the people in the system wants it supposed to be, or just what it is. But um, so they'll actually New Year's resolution like, yo, bro, I want to double my income. You know, they'll be like, I want to get fit in the gym. 6 months in, each of those different goals, still eating, still to eat out, take out food, bellies bulging, income actually dwindled, because life finances and savings instead of save, or stayed the same, or probably went up a little bit, not doubled, right? So I don't know, like people think, like I don't get the point of telling people your New Year's resolution if you know what I'm saying? Like if you like, what's the point of telling people your shit if it's I mean, if the chances of it happening in that year is low, like everyone says it and then they forget like the next 3 months, not even 6 months, the next 3 fucking months, you know. But I'm gonna keep reading into it. Give me one sec. What? I should already be logged in. I'm on .org. Either way. Okay, I'm in. Shit, let's see what .org has to say. All right, so let's see what's up. So it's not New Year's for me, but if it is for you, then Happy New Year's. I'm extremely inactive. So some say Happy New Year's. Okay, that's one thread. New Year's, saw people flowers post. People overrated. All right, so there's this one post that says New Year's with people is overrated. Played Minecraft all day and didn't do shit, while my friends and family probably celebrated New Year's. Also, Happy New Year's. They're using some lurkers. Maybe in your coping ability, bruh. Sir, now people company and blah blah blah. Happy New Year's to you, everyone. New Year's shit posting. Dog is trash. Hmm. Well, there's nothing else to say, so I think I'm gonna get off the live stream and then I'm gonna retry it later, guys. I'm gonna retry it another time, stuff like that. It's not really clicking for me, so I'm gonna retry another time when more people come through and see what's up. But yeah, it's whatever.